All right, let's dive right in. We are about to journey back in time, way back, to explore an epic 160 million year dynasty. And no, this isn't just a story about giant monsters. This is the story of the dinosaurs, how they conquered a planet, how they evolved, and how they vanished, leaving behind a giant puzzle we're still trying to solve. First, I want you to just look at this number. 230 million. That's how many years ago the very first dinosaurs appeared on Earth. It's a number so big it's almost meaningless to us. To put it in perspective, our entire existence as a species is barely a blip on that timeline. So that brings us to the real question, right? I mean, showing up is one thing, but ruling the planet for 160 million years, how did they pull that off? What was their secret? Well, let's dig in and find out. Okay, first things first, we really need to get our heads around the incredible scale of their time on top. Over 160 million years. You have to let that sink in. That isn't just surviving, that's absolute mastery. And their success story is all about one thing: relentless adaptation. They evolved into every shape and size you can imagine, from giants that shook the ground to tiny, fierce predators. They conquered pretty much every corner of the globe. So this timeline is going to be our roadmap. Think of the dinosaur story in 3 major acts. Act 1 is the Triassic, their humble beginnings in a pretty hot, dry world. Then comes the Jurassic, when things get big, and I mean really, really big. Finally, we have the Cretaceous, which was the absolute peak of their power. So after they established themselves, the dinosaurs rolled right into the Jurassic period. And this era, while it absolutely earned its nickname, the Age of Giants. You have to picture the Jurassic world. It was basically a paradise for plant eaters. The climate was warm and stable, which meant there were these huge, lush forests everywhere. For a herbivore, it was like a planet-sized, all-you-can-eat buffet. And that's what allowed them to get so unbelievably massive. This whole era was basically one giant evolutionary arms race. You had these walking fortresses, like the Stegosaurus with its armored plates and the ridiculously tall Brachiosaurus. And on the other side, you had apex predators like Allosaurus, a perfect killing machine designed to hunt them. This incredible, dangerous dance was the very heart of the Jurassic. So the Age of Giants was incredible, but what came next was even wilder. We enter the Cretaceous period, and this is when dinosaur evolution just kicks into hyperdrive. This was their peak. Now the world itself was changing right under their feet. For the very first time in Earth's history, flowering plants showed up. That might not sound like a big deal, but it was a game changer for herbivores' diets. And at the same time, the continents were slowly drifting apart, creating all new environments and new challenges. And this changing world produced the A-listers, the superstars we all know and love. You've got the king himself, the bone-crushing Tyrannosaurus rex. You have the Triceratops, basically a walking tank. And, of course, the terrifyingly smart Velociraptor. This was evolution at its most spectacular. For 160 million years, they had been the undisputed rulers of Earth. Nothing could touch them. But their reign was about to come to a sudden, violent, and absolutely catastrophic end. 66 million years ago. That's the moment. After an unimaginably long time at the top, the age of dinosaurs was about to be completely erased from the planet. And geologically speaking, it happened in the blink of an eye. So what could possibly cause something like that? The Chicxulub impactor. We're talking about a 6-mile-wide asteroid that slammed into the planet near modern-day Mexico. The impact had the force of billions, with a B, billions of nuclear bombs going off at once. The consequences were just apocalyptic. There's no other word for it. First, the impact kicked off firestorms that raged across the entire globe. Then, so much dust and debris got blasted into the atmosphere that it created this thick cloud that literally blocked out the sun for years. The planet went dark and cold. The plants died. And when the plants die, the entire food chain collapses from the bottom up. Extinction was inevitable. But believe it or not, the story doesn't end there with a big explosion. Today, a whole new chapter is being written by us as we piece together the incredible secrets of their lost world. Because in the aftermath of all that destruction, not everything died. Amazingly, some small, feathered, bird-like dinosaurs, they somehow managed to survive the apocalypse. And these tough little survivors, they are the ancestors of every single bird you see flying around today. Their legacy is literally all around us. And the way we learn about them is getting sharper all the time. For decades, paleontology was all about digging in the dirt, finding bones. But today, we have incredible technology. We can put a fossil in a CT scanner, create a 3D model, and see things about how they lived and moved that we never thought we'd know. And all this new science helps us see the bigger picture. It reminds us that dinosaurs weren't just the monsters from the movies. No, they were complex, fascinating, remarkable animals that completely shaped the history of life on this planet. Which leaves us with one last, kind of mind-blowing thought. The science is crystal clear. Birds are the direct descendants of the dinosaurs that survived. So the next time you see a pigeon on the street or a robin in your yard, just ask yourself, am I actually looking at a dinosaur?